Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to Stream of Unconsciousness, where the subject's made up and the words don't matter. Stream of Unconsciousness. Let's get that out there. It's not like people pay attention anyway, but it sounds like I had something to drink beforehand, which I did not. So, Stream of Unconsciousness, move forward with our lives. Today we're going to review some recent G.I. Joe editions. Now, I wasn't really getting into the newer G.I. Joes at all. I really prefer the classic O-ring figures. But then I did end up getting a couple. I got the Stalker, clearly, which I've always been very fond of Stalker. I do have what's left of an original one that has been repaired many, many, many times. And it would go with that because we used to have a couple of Cobra soldiers when I was a kid, but none of them survived. Like bits of them survived. I thought because this guy was on sale, I would get the Cobra Soldier. We've covered him before, but he was sort of the classically styled, more modern take. Around I think it was the 50th anniversary. I think it was the 50th anniversary. I'll check the box now. There was a set put out that was the. I think they called it a social clash, which I thought was odd, but it was Baroness versus Lady Jaye, which I'm not sure why they call it a social clash, but that's what the box said, and we have to believe them. Oh, and as we hit the camera. Again, take a drink. So, again, Baroness versus Lady Jaye, and I thought, what the hell. Now, what's interesting about these are a generation or so before these figures, I believe, so they're a little bit older. Some of the articulation is slightly different. There is no waist articulation on the women. There is a little bit of cut on the chest, which is a little. It's not as mobile as you would think, but there's a little bit of articulation there. You can actually kind of see it, and then the hips, but there is no waist articulation. The knees are double jointed, and there are rockers in the ankles. Single jointed elbows, which also twist, I believe, and then the pin and disc shoulders. Clearly, with the hair sculpted the way it is, there's not very much movement in the head. The hands do twist at the gloves, though, which is interesting. Baroness is pretty nice. What I did not like about her when I first got her, you would think, hey, that face painting is not great. You're right, but it was worse before I adjusted it. So initially, upon arrival, she had a very tiny spot of color on her bottom lip, and because it was being done with an older, I think they call it tampo, pressing paint into where the eye should be, her left eye had really wandered almost off of her face. So I corrected that a tiny bit. I'm more happy with it now. But yeah, I think she looks good. She's very svelte. Just doesn't have a lot of paint paint splotches anywhere. It's a decently crisp Cobra symbol on her arm. The chest is a little bit dark for the Cobra symbol, but it's alright. Then the silver kind of makes her look like Spider-Woman, honestly. But you know what? It's not too bad. Not too bad. It comes with her own named base with a gold Cobra symbol and some weapons. We will get back to the weapons momentarily. The other one in the package was Lady Jaye. Again, she does not have any waist articulation. Same kind of articulation on the rest of the joints. You can't tell on camera, but I did fill in a little bit of where the paint apps did not cover her hair in places where I thought it should. I can actually see a place there that I missed. So, it happens, I guess, to the best of us. She does come with this. This harness is already on her in the package. This leg is actually a little bit pre-posed, so it only really kind of works one way, otherwise it sticks out kind of oddly. Other than that, the articulation is the same, and the ankle rockers. And she does not have quite the same hair issue that the Baroness has, but she still does not have, she has very limited head articulation. It will turn right and left, but it does not move up and down like you would think it would from looking at it. It comes with her classic spear gun and a machine gun with some green paint apps, which I'm assuming was hers just because it had the green paint apps, which was not the case with the plethora of other weapons that came in the pack. Now, it was sort of like, hey, here's these two figures, here's some guns that kind of go with them, and here is an assortment of destructive objects. Take your pick of what you would like. So there is a 2-part bazooka, rocket launcher kind of thing. There is a, oh, I just knocked that out of her hand. There is an Uzi with a, oh, that's just an extender or a silencer. A couple, yeah, a couple of these. I don't remember exactly what kind of machine gun this is, but there are 2 of them. A drop in the floor. A backpack with what I'm assuming are the, excuse you, there we go, missiles for the bazookoid kind of thing. This other machine gun with some paint apps, but that doesn't match anyone in the package, so I'm not sure who that was supposed to go with. Another small MP, is that an MP5? Kind of MP5-ish. Similar to the one I had in her hand, although it has a longer barrel extension and less detailing. A second gun, which is similar to the one that she has in her left hand. Both of those have posts, but there's no holes on her in which to put them on her body like it was in a holster. So I don't know. And it's got 2 combat knives and a machete, as well as this fancy Cobra marked attaché case. This is actually open in the package. Where's that seam? I'll make sure I don't open it the wrong way. And it's got, it looks as if something goes in here, but none of what's in the package actually matches what would have been in here. So either way, it's kind of a neat thing. But yeah, it gives, they come with quite the arsenal, and they don't really need it per se, which is all right, because I have so many classic Joes on a shelf that have been with me for decades that do not have any weapons, so I'm probably going to distribute those weapons. But there you have it. We've got Lady Jaye and the Baroness from the 50th anniversary Social Clash set. Paid a little bit more for it than I probably really needed to, but you know what? I'm glad I have them now. And I think they make nice additions to the collection. So if you enjoyed this today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you would like to. This is the kind of stuff I do. I look through stuff that I like and discuss it, and whether that's stuff that I have collected, stuff that I am painting, stuff that I am sculpting or creating, and I try and get these out as often as possible, which sometimes, you know, I miss a few months, but you know, we've got to do what we got to do. Anyway, that should be it for today. Thank you for joining, and we will see you next time.